everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to be diving back in once again to some TCM related content in the next coming weeks. We are going to be doing our final tier list videos for everything in relation to the game, simply because we are in a dry time for Halloween and Hellraiser and Jurassic Park content. Developers are a little bit quiet. We assumed that they would be somewhat quiet after Halloween and obviously going into 2026. So I decided let's get out the last few pieces of TCM content, simply because after they did the whole free skin thing and the what was it, escapes or logins with the double XP weekends and all that shit, we really did think at least there was a very slim chance that Gunn would try and maybe come back to TCM, release this stuff that we didn't get that was already in the game files. But it's looking like it's again going to be radio silence from Gunn, other than just a few double XP weekends here and there, a few tweets. So I don't know. This is essentially going to be the final tier list. Let's not waste any more time. You know the intro. Come on. Let's lock on over and take a peek as we do. And of course, we are going to start with the victims tier list. We're also going to be obviously doing the family side in another video. We're going to do perks for both sides. We're going to do maps. We're going to do it all. So what I'm going to have you guys do is down below, before we get started, comment your tier list of victims and also comment what you want to see after the family tier list. Do you want to see perks first? Do you want to see maps, etc.? All right. That is your challenge today. Let's go ahead and begin the final TCM victims tier list on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to just go down the line here, and we're going to start with Anna. Clearly, this is going to be top of the line here, S or A. I think obviously with Anna being a tank, she is very good for beginners. If you are a new player and need some survivability, clearly she has one of the most busted abilities in the game, being able to tank 80% of all damage incoming for like fucking 10 seconds. But she still falls to A tier for me, simply because of the juggle of her perks that Gunn did when it comes to balance. On launch and in year one, Anna was unbreakable. She was clearly the best victim, busted as fuck. But with the juggle of her perks and, getting rid of certain combinations, with, grappler and stuff like that, it's no longer that much. She only falls to A. And honestly, at the end of the video, I might put her at the bottom of S. Just for now, we're going to throw her an A. Okay, moving on to my main, Connie. Obviously, she's busted. You guys know the deal. Connie is S tier. She's arguably the best victim in the game, simply because of her ability. The ability to have multiple perks like extra drip, efficient locksmith, and bomb squad all on the same route. The ability to have 40 proficiency plus, 40 plus endurance. Her ability alone can break a game. Just ask any cook who's do they want to not see in a game, and it's going to be Connie every time. Preferably, again, she's going to be S tier, facts. Of course, we have Danny, again, in S tier. Even with the nerfs, this man is still a problem. Clearly, he was one of the most pay-to-win video game characters of all time in any video game ever. You paid $10 and you escaped. Simple. When Danny was on launch and pressure valves were in basements and fucking there was no hands, Danny was absolutely broke this game. I do feel that Danny caused a lot of the problems that this game introduced with player base scenarios and lobby times and people immediately loading into a game and quitting because Danny was so bad. Obviously, with the nerfs, it kind of toned it down a little bit, but it doesn't make any difference because he still, again, has access to fast hands. He has access to Bomb Squad if you want to go to that side of the tree, but he also has access to ridiculous attribute points and, of course, the tamper, which, of course, if there's no hands, it's GG. And if you bait the hands tamper, or bait the hands ripstall, the tamper will come into play and GG as well. Is he better than Connie? I still think Connie is a better option because of speed, but Danny's tamper, again, if you see a Danny in the game, just go hands to counter it. Simple. Okay. Julie. Now, if you guys have known me for this long on this channel, you guys know my hype talk for Miss Julie here. She's always been S tier for me. I do believe, ultimately deep down within myself, that she is S tier, simply because of a few things. Yes, her ability is fucking worthless. We all know this. But it doesn't matter when she has the option for Bomb Squad. She has the option for No Cell, Efficient Locksmith, Slippery. I mean, the list goes on. And the fact that she also has access to Choose Fight. You can play her in 19 different fucking ways. You can play her in rushing. You can play her in objective base. You can play her as Bully Julie. And all of these, by the way, are on the same side of the tree. So you're able to mix and match and make a couple of loadouts for her. I believe I have literally 5 loadouts for Julie. She is going to be at the bottom of S tier here, simply because her ability really hinders her. And again, I might throw her back down to A and swap outs or keep her at A. But in the meantime, we'll just keep her at bottom of S. Leland. Leland, of course, is a force to be reckoned with. A shoulder barge every 4 minutes. A shoulder barge that stuns you. The ability of Choose Fight. The ridiculous strength stat, which allows him to 7 kick a generator. And of course, the ability to continue to stun people with bone scraps that you can get quickly. Everything about Leland just screams S tier. And of course, that's where it's going to go. Okay. He's a bully and he's a tank. If you build him the right way, Leland's can die pretty quick. If you don't have no cell, and if you keep him at his base 20 toughness, he can be pretty fucking squishy. But again, as long as you're following my build videos that I've created for 2.5 years here on YouTube, you'll be all right. Moving on to Maria, Mid-Ria, as we call her. She is she is the worst victim in the game. Her ability, once again, the ability to speak to Grandpa. It sounds like it's a good ability where you can reveal the killer's location, but honestly, it really doesn't make a difference. Simple. As far as D tier, here we are. She is just not F. Nobody's bad in this game. D is just because she doesn't bring a lot to the table. And in fact, we might just have to throw her in mid, right at C tier. Every victim in this game has the ability to be broken, simply because of attribute points and perks. Again, her ability's trash, but Maria does have the option for No Cell and Bomb Squad on the same route, including efficient. So again, just for this time's sake, she is going to be in C tier, because other than her ability, her perks, she doesn't have great attribute abilities to kind of disperse and become a one type unit, or at least a multifaceted unit. She does have to either go mad fucking toughness and strength, or she has to go proficiency. And there's no ifs or ways around it. Same with Anna. They have the same attribute points system and base points. So that's just how it is. Moving on to Sonny. The homie, I've seen Crack Sonny's chat. He's A tier, man. I don't care what anybody says. He used to be pretty low, but simple fact of the rework of his perk system as well as his trees, Sonny has been improved immensely. You can go multiple ways. You can go a high proficiency route with fast hands and, of course, extra drip being added to his arsenal really does help his low base toughness. But again, he does have literal legal wall hacks for his ability. It's arguably the second best, third best victim ability in the game. You can put him easily in the top 3. He's A tier because, again, of his attribute points where he has to disperse them really weirdly in order to kind of compete. But he's just that's so good. And I've seen, again, so many crack Sonnies. He's just a menace. Okay, he's a menace. Clearly. Now, is he better than Ana? I don't know, and I don't think so. Simply because of the tankiness, Ana can just live forever. I'm really, really contemplating on putting this here. So we're going to kind of move Julie down to A now that I have thought about it. Again, it's going to be top A for me because she has better base stat points as well as better perks than Ana. It evens out with their abilities, but here we are. Okay. And then moving on to the final 2, and these both are going to be your S tier victims. Ladies and gentlemen, I will wholeheartedly stand by that Virginia is top 3. She is not broken in any way. We've said this for at least a year now, that Virginia is arguably the most balanced victim in the game, simply because her powder's not overpowered, but it's strong and it's helpful. But the main thing for Virginia is the access to Saboteur as well. Okay, let's not forget the powder, but also access to max proficiency, max toughness, max endurance. I mean, she's a tank as well as somebody who can pop a lock in your face, and then powder you at the gate just to throw it in, just to rub it in. You know, it's simple. That is that. She is so good. And if you guys are new to the game and haven't picked up Virginia yet for purchase, I would always recommend Virginia. Okay. And then as far as what we thought Danny was the most broken pay to win character of all time, incoming Wyatt. And unfortunately, Wyatt has to dethrone my baby girl, Connie, as the best victim in the game, bar none. Pay to win, ridiculously pay to win, broke the game, made people leave, made people quit playing, made people uninstall Wyatt. Wyatt's ability to throw a throwing knife at an objective from 1 inch to 1,000 yards away has the ability to completely break the game as it did. It took us less than 4 hours after the Wyatt release to find cross map Call of Duty throwing hatchet, throwing knife kill spots in order to turn off the objective. It was ridiculously insane, and very, very happy to have been able to be the first person to put that on YouTube. But now I'm also regretting it because all it did was make everybody want to do it. But again, I don't regret anything I do. So I'm glad you guys used it. But it really was to just showcase to the devs how fucking broken this is. And nothing was truly ever done about it. Even with his nerf of knives disappearing once you hit an objective, he still has the ability for 3 fucking knives. And if you hit it once, you're more than likely out. So didn't matter. And then obviously Wyatt has the ability to have access to massive amount of attribute points, as well as no cell, efficient locksmith. His knives debone. They're literally free bomb squad. Dude's busted, bro. Dude's busted. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is my tier list today for the finale. I will stand by this. Again, hopefully we get more, but like I said, the announcement of sunsetting and then the cancellation of peer-to-peer, we can only be hopeful. So anyways, that's that. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. What is your tier list? I want to hear it. And of course, like I said, I'm going to release this video first, then we'll release the family video. However, after that, what do you guys want to see next? Make sure that you drop a comment down below. Do you want to see victim perks, killer perks, maps? What else can we literally do a tier list on with in relation to Texas Chainsaw? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Please, we're so close to 10,000 subscribers. I can't fucking believe it. And then, of course, turn on your notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube and anytime that I bring you brand new horror-related news. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.